Hey guys, Travis with TechRaptor back at Gen Con 2017. We're still talking with Chris from Modifius. This time we're taking a look at Fallout Wasteland Warfare. Can you tell us a little bit about the game?
It's basically a miniatures game. So it's like, if you know Warhammer, if you know 40K, War Machine, that kind of stuff, it's a bunch of cool minis on the tabletop. They're really beautiful 32mm scale resin miniatures of all the well-known factions, characters, creatures, robots from the Fallout universe. We've started with Fallout 4, we're working our way back through 3, 2, 1. And it plays with games of like between 3 and 30 figures.
Okay.
But a typical game would be like 10, 15. So it's not like you need to buy a shed load of figures to get playing. And it's got the factions like Super Mutants, Brotherhood of Steel, Survivors, Institute, Enclave, Raiders, etc. So it's all the kind of Brotherhood of Steel, yeah, all the obvious ones. And it's got a lot of different aspects to it because we've got the special stats with every figure, and you've got a narrative side to the game as well. So you can play a straight battle just for points or caps, but you can also play solo. You can play co-op, because we could team up against the game, and the game will run an AI force against us. I can just go exploring the wasteland and discover stuff, and play through a series of narrative missions that gradually build up my settlement. So at the end of every mission, let's say I find a sniper rifle, which is great, I can use it in the game, but at the end of the mission I can't keep it unless I've got a weapon workbench, for example.
Okay.
So you need to kind of build out your settlement so that you can get more of the cool stuff and outfit your gang, your super mutant, warband or whatever. And then there's a whole story side to it that's growing and growing. So you're gradually getting more heroes in your force, you're getting more a leader, you're adding perks to the leader, and boosting your settlement. And then later on we've got a campaign game box that adds in a much deeper level of AI play and campaign play, and also you can now build your actual base, a bit like a tower defense game. So now I'm like, okay, last time you had like a shed load of super mutant hounds, so I'm gonna spend a lot of my caps on gas-powered turrets this time and see what happens. Maybe that'll be a better defense. So we're all kind of playing off each other's strategies and having a lot of fun, I think.
So is that campaign going to have any direct story ties to any of the games?
Yeah,
any of the video games?
So what we're looking at is we're taking a lot of the stories from Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, for example, and we're extracting that out into a war game scenario.
Okay.
So maybe it's something you heard about a battle, so now you can play that battle. Or it was a battle that you played in the Fallout game, and so instead of it being you and Dogmeat or you and Preston Garvey, now it's you and a crew of 10.
Okay.
Taking it on.
And I would be remiss to ask if is there going to be any Fallout New Vegas tie-ins?
Sadly, no at this stage.
Oh, okay.
But maybe if enough people buy the game, it'll be successful enough for us to do that. It's something. Maybe it'll get discussed down the line. At the moment, it's all the Fallout 1, 2, 3, 4, the Brotherhood of Steel, PS2 game.
Okay.
It's a classic. So we got more than enough to keep us going for months and months.
And you said if enough people buy the game, this game isn't going to be crowdfunded, right?
No, it's a pre-order. So in 2 weeks from Gen Con, we're going on a big pre-order. There's some cool bonuses for pre-ordering with us, some bundles, but you'll be able to pre-order in your local store as well in November. And we're actually going to be shipping the pre-orders around about late December. And then stores are going to be shipping or getting their pre-orders in February. That's the plan at the moment.
And do you have any plans for organized play in the stores once the game hits?
Yes, yeah. So we're actually signing up a team of Vault Dwellers at the moment who are going to be our demo team, and so people can get involved, and that's part of the reason to get the people shipping the pre-orders early is so that the guys who want to get involved as the demo team can get their force painted up and get ready to help demo in store as well.
And there are going to be any bonuses for people that sign up as Vault Dwellers?
Yeah, so we have like a cool little point system, so it kind of encourages people to get involved and help out.
So since this is a miniatures game, what's the distribution model? Is there going to be a starter pack and then people buy individual figures? Or?
So you're going to start off with a 2-player starter set. It's a really high quality resin, but I hate having to have millions of little parts to stick together, so we've kept them great poses but minimal parts.
Okay.
Everything comes with a scenic base. And the starter set is super mutants, about 5 super mutants versus 6 survivors. There's a Nora, the Soul Survivor, Dogmeat, a dude in a T60 Power Armor Brotherhood of Steel character. Then we've got 3 settlers. So that gives us enough to tell a whole bunch of stories with the starter set. And then from there you go, well, okay, well, I want to have a Brotherhood of Steel force. You buy the Brotherhood of Steel faction pack, and that's 9 figures. Or you'll get the Survivor set, which is 9 figures, or the Super Mutant set, or the Raiders set. And then we've got individual expansions. So there might be a set of 4 Minutemen, for example, for the Survivors. Okay. Or there's a set with doggles, as we call them, or Dogmeat with goggles and the bandana, and Codsworth, the robot, the Mr. Handy, and the male Soul Survivor, Nate. So that's in a character pack. So we've got lots of character packs, which are all the well-known companions from Fallout 4, Fallout 3, etc. So you can, if you want, you can just have your whole force could be characters, and then it makes it really interesting.
And how about terrain? Is there going to be an official terrain with
Yeah. I mean, we've got here like a Red Rocket. So we teamed up with Battle Systems in the UK. They're a cool company that do really nice pre-colored card, clipped together buildings and dungeons and bunkers and stuff. So they've done, together we've done a Red Rocket with them. Looks really amazing. You get like a resin rocket, resin Nuka-Cola machine, resin pumps, and it comes on a big play mat that's based on the Red Rocket terrain itself, which is coming next. We haven't got that here yet. And then we've got like Sanctuary Hills buildings. We've got loads of barricades, the resin sedans and other rusted cars. And we're doing a giant Liberty Prime as well, and a Vertibird, and so there's a lot of kind of really cool stuff that's very iconic to the Fallout universe.
Cool. And how much is the 2-player starter set going to retail for?
What
can people pre-order it for?
Very, very broadly, we're looking around about £65-70.
Okay.
So you're talking around some in the region of $80-90.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's got everything you need. So it should be enough to play dozens of games on your own, or with a friend.
Chris, thanks for talking to us about Fallout Wasteland Warfare. I'm actually super excited to get my hands on this game. So we're going to take a closer look at some of the miniatures and some of the terrain you have set up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks. Cheers.